Today, I thought I would share my tips and perspectives on how to get B-roll. Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Donnoven Rios, photographer, videographer, cinematographer, all those great things that people like to put in their title section. Anything with the camera, making something that's moving, any kind of pictures, that's me. Today, I thought I would share my tips and perspectives on how to get B-roll, right? I know what you're saying, well, you're up and coming, you're learning, blah, blah. What better way to learn than to teach? That's the saying, right? What is B-roll? B-roll is something that supplements your scene, your movie, your story. It helps progress and fill some of those gaps while also keeping your viewers entertained. When people use this in Instagram Reels or in shorts, they use this or travel vlogs, stuff like that. What they'll do is they'll capture different little details that aren't really particularly large enough to be their own stories. Sometimes they are, but things that are kind of nice, you know, a little slow motion shot, little people on the beach running around having a good time, maybe a drone shot, maybe this. Those things really kind of progress the story along. So for me personally, I like to go out and wing it, which is not the way to do that at all. Please don't, go out and do it. 100% go out there and just give it a shot. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. However, when you or I would like to make something that's more professional, yes, the best thing to do is to plan out a story if you can. Filming B-roll. What should you be doing? Keep the camera rolling is my first suggestion. Obviously, we're probably in the same place. You don't have the best SD cards. You don't have the best storage. You're working with what you have. When you're going out and you're going to shoot something, whatever it is that you're shooting, try to practice different compositions and different things. So yeah, you're out there, let's say you just want to do a little video of you outside in nice dress or you out in some nice clothes somewhere. Okay, cool. You capture video of you walking. Maybe you try a different angle and a different aperture, get some bokeh, get some shots where you turn up the frame rate. And now you can slow that down in post and you have a really crisp slow-mo. You can do some stuff where maybe the camera only catches an edge of the dress as it flutters in the wind. You know, different kinds of things that are interesting, little tidbits that can all lead up to the overall encompassing idea, which is showing off this nice dress that you have, and, you know, let's say if you're trying to present that for brand deals or things in the future, that's what you're doing. So when you're working professionally and you want to do more professional work, you want to do something that's more high quality, like some of the other YouTubers you see, like Peter McKinnon and such, I think the best thing to do is to plan out the idea that you have to the maximum that you can. Because the more you know what it is that you're trying to film, the more you can have an idea of what B-roll you're trying to get. See, personally, when I go out and I wing it and I'm doing events and stuff like that, you kind of have to wing it in those situations, but I have a kind of understanding where it's like, okay, if I'm doing an event and it's a club scene, I need to get B-roll of the shot of the drinks. I need to get B-roll of people, the bartender working and pouring drinks. I need to get B-roll of people getting shots. If people are ordering bottle service and there's streamers on, so I need to capture that. If there's maybe an important person at that event, I definitely need to capture them having a good time. I definitely need to get a lot of footage of that person. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna capture all that footage. And the reason I say try to film as much as you can, because if you're filming somebody, an artist or just even a documentary, and you leave the camera rolling, you can capture some very beautiful candid shots. And when you capture people off guard in their more natural state and they're more relaxed and just kind of happy and having a good vibe, it's so wonderful to capture on camera, to have those moments. And you can do such amazing things with them. I actually recently did an event video that I worked on where I actually took a little mockumentary clip that I had filmed with my cousin, and I put that in front of a video of him performing one of his largest performances for a very major event, and it just worked beautifully to have his audio kind of in the background talking, and then have some clips of like him and some friends dancing and us getting ready for him to go on stage, and then boom, his stage performance. Perfect. So when you're going out for B-roll, just go out there, try to grab the best things that you can, and really, really try to have an idea of the story that you want to tell, and shoot as many things as possible. Because when you get home and you have all that footage of your adventure, you're like, oh, that would be really perfect. Now, the thing about when you're winging it, and the thing about B-roll that's really cool, is you can make something out of anything. That being said, it really sparks the drive and the imagination when you have shots, but they're not the composition that you want for what you would have wanted. And now you have this idea of like, okay, if I go back out there, or if I do another event like this, I have to get a shot that's like this at this focal length and pair it together with another shot that's like this, put this song on it and slap that, and it's gonna be so wonderful. So some examples I'll put on for the screen. Hopefully I would have already edited them in. Donnoven, don't be lazy. Put them in there now. Put them in there, you made me look bad. My Laurel Canyon video, I believe I still have the footage for that. So speaking of that video, you'll see that I do kind of a transition where I'm starting off on a tree, and it's kind of like, that's supposed to be attention grabbing. You're like, okay, we're looking at a tree, what's going on next? And then it pans over, boom, Laurel Canyon, baby. Now you're seeing trees, but what's next, right? How do I keep the viewer looking at this? What else do I want them to see, right? So now I'm saying in my mind, okay, they see the distance, they want to know what's in the distance. Like, oh, that's a beautiful view, what else is going on? So now I hit you with the drone shot. Drone comes up, now we're seeing the landscape. Wonderful, beautiful landscape. Los Angeles has such wonderful scenery, and to have captured that moment was wonderful for me. But I didn't just stop at like an easy up and over shot. I rotated the camera. I actually wound up catching one of my best shots at the end of my recording. So if you notice, in the beginning of the video, if I remember correctly, I'm actually playing the video in reverse, and that ties in to the other shots. So apart from the Laurel Canyon video, if you go to my Instagram at Donnoven Rios, spelled the same way as the YouTube channel, of course, you'll see that a lot of my event videos and a lot of videos that I'm tagged in that I've created, that's what they're comprised of. So if that's the kind of content that you're trying to create, if that's the kind of idea that you want, that's a good starting point. Obviously, I don't think I'm the best, but I know I'm getting better, and I've seen other people's work with a lot of intention. And the cool thing about B-roll too is when you have that idea and the intention, the way that you compose your B-roll changes too. Because at first you might just be grabbing any and everything, not really thinking about composition too much, just aiming and shooting. But then when you have it in your mind like, oh, I want to grab this, boom, now you know how to do it. I've seen people just have a gimbal come up, pull back, and then boom, that shot turned into like a beautiful little like, here's the drinks being poured, here's the drink, boom, transition, spins into something else. It's wonderful. So I really encourage you to go out there, and I don't know if it's gonna become a common thing that I do in these videos, but I will say, like I always say in these videos, if you have a passion, if you have a dream, whatever it is, whether it's this camera, whether it's photography, anything, it doesn't matter. Go out there. Throw everything in the kitchen sink at the walls to figure out what you like and you don't like about it. Try the aspects of it. Give everything a shot. Learn to appreciate and love the process, and I guarantee you, you'll figure out not only what your passion is, but you'll figure out how to love and appreciate the journey over the destination, and it will be very fulfilling and worthwhile. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please, you know the typical thing that all YouTubers say, hit the like button, please subscribe, notification bell, and I will do my best to keep you updated on my journey. Keep a lookout for another video that should be coming pretty soon. Just something simple, kind of describing the journey as it has happened over the past year for me. just a short synopsis to get you caught up of how my journey started, what I've been up to over the year, how I feel I've progressed, and thank you so much for joining me in today's video, and I look forward to you joining me again next time. Thank you.